Are you serious? Are you serious, guys? It is a cataclysmic heat wave. I mean, it really is in Los Angeles County, an all-time record 121 degrees. And it was 111 degrees in downtown Los Angeles. Only 2 degrees below the all-time record. People are dying in the streets. The homeless are scorching, and there's no water, and there's concerns of the elderly, and people are suffocating in up there high in these high rises where there's lack of air conditioning. People are not ready for this. They're not really ready for this kind of heat in Los Angeles. I hope everybody's all right. Let me put a shout out right now for noblegoldinvestment.com. That's www.noblegoldinvestment.com. You know, life has never looked so uncertain as it does right now, and that's the truth. Matter of fact, across the United States, people are just being paralyzed into indecisions. They're humming, they're hawing around about everything. They're feeling frustrated. They're feeling flustered. And they're shutting down emotionally and mentally and avoiding everything. They can't make a decision. Right now, their 401ks are inconsistent. They're losing money. It looks bleak out there. And at times, people don't know what to do. I'm going to tell you what. You need to go check out www.noblegoldinvestment.com. If you've been working for years, you might have retired already, and you got a 401k just sitting there losing money. It's time to take matters in your own hands. Warren Buffett just dropped all of his stock in the airline industry and went and bought gold. That should say something. So, guys, seriously, look. We're not talking about peanuts here. You might have thousands of dollars laying around that could be making a lot more money. You need to pick up the phone and call Colin Plume at 877-646-5347. That's 877-646-5347. And I'm going to tell you what, if you qualify and set up a gold IRA or silver IRA, they're going to send you this. I couldn't believe it when I got this in the mail for free. Let me just open it up. This is United States Mint 2019 Apollo 11 50th anniversary commemorative coin. I'm going to try to get to it now. I just took the sleeve off. Now there's a box. And now when I looked at this, I mean, this is incredible here. From the Apollo 11 50th anniversary, okay? It comes in this beautiful case, and here it is. It is, oh man, I'm telling you. See if I can turn it up so you get a beautiful view of this. Look at this coin. They will give you this coin for free from the Apollo 11 moon landing, the 50th anniversary of the Apollo 11 moon landing. It's worth over $369, and they will give you this absolute gorgeous coin for free. It's 5 ounces of silver of a $1 commemorative Apollo 11 50th anniversary moon landing from last year. They will give it to you for free. It's right now valuing over $369. They'll give this to you for free if you sign up for an IRA or gold IRA or silver IRA. So check it out, noblegoldinvestment.com. They're family-owned Christian company. Colin Plume and his associates, great people. I highly recommend you check them out. All right, now let me tell you what's going on. And that's really nice of Colin. That really is. Here's what's going on, guys. Let's get up to speed on this one right now. We have some incredible, I mean, what's going on with the heat wave? Seriously, because in a historic heat wave, the mercury hit record levels yesterday on September 6th, 121 degrees at Pierce College in the Woodland Hills of Los Angeles County. This is the hottest temperature ever recorded in Los Angeles County, ever. It's fueling multiple wildfires, triggering waves of power outages. And again, it's sending waves of people headed for the beach, the parks, for this long Labor Day weekend, okay? Just try to survive get some water. Well, highs have climbed deep into the triple digits in communities all over Southern California, guys. All over Southern California. It's very concerning, including the Van Nuys and Calabasas, Pasadena, Santa Clara, Downey, Burbank, everywhere. It's such usually cool coastal communities that don't even use air conditioning, like Torrance and Long Beach, have endured endless nights of weeping, okay, and sweating in the simmering heat in the 90 degrees. Downtown Los Angeles hit a record 111 degrees, well, only 2 degrees off the all-time record that happened back in 2010. Matter of fact, air conditioners worked overtime Sunday in California. The electric grid operators could not keep up. They watched the demand for electricity soar, and power outages began to take place across the state, shutting down power to millions of consumers right when they need it. Right when you need it. You don't care about turning on the air when it's cool. But when you need it, this is the moment, you need it, they don't have it. I mean, come on. Gavin Newsom and these guys out in California, I mean, they're excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse why they can't make anything work out there. They got the 5th largest economy in the world, and they can't make nothing work. The homeless population suffering in the misery, in the madness, in the absolute just heat. I mean, you could fry an egg on the asphalt, on the hood of a car, and it just got hotter and hotter. And then there was a lack of water, shortages of bottles of water, air conditioning units not working in high rises, elderly people suffering in nursing homes. And matter of fact, residents flocked to the county beaches and parks to try to find some kind of relief as the grids of the power continued to shut down. And while they worried, public health officials continue to warn against overcrowding. So, okay, then make the air conditioners work. You're worried about COVID. You're worried about a mask. You're worried about Pastor MacArthur having church. You're worried about, but you can't even make the power grids work. What's that one song? I can't remember. If I ever, some people living in California are starting to feel like this. Band on the run. They feel like a man on the run. Because the electric grid is falling apart. And everyone's cursing everyone. And then later in that song it says, if I ever get out of here. That's what they're saying. If I ever get out of here. Seriously, it's insane. Oh, we're live right now. I want to say God bless all of you that are with me live right now. But it's just, I mean, the suffering. Can you feel the pain? Do you hear the whimpering, the whining, the suffering of the people? The taxes are sky high, but the power grid don't work when it's hot. Okay, now wait a minute. And then the wildfires are burning outrageously throughout the land. They're cooking California, folks. It's cataclysmic. It's catastrophic. It's apocalyptic. Something biblical is actually going on with all the signs of the second coming of Christ in California. Residents, forget about the Hotel California. Forget about, forget about Helter Skelter and Charlie Manson. The situation's right now in California. I do feel really bad for the elderly, and I feel very bad, very, very bad for the homeless. And residents have flocked to the county's beaches. They're trying to find a way. Some people, spikes, LA County's caseload, hospitalizations. People are dying, reported all over the place. They had some really bad death tolls in Memorial Day weekend, 4th of July weekend, but nothing like what's happening this weekend. And then, of course, kids are trying to get back to school. That system's breaking down, okay, because there's shortage of teachers everywhere. All trails in Santa Monica Mountains and Malibu were ordered closed. All trails in the mountains in Santa Monica Mountains or in Malibu were all ordered to be closed through Labor Day weekend. Unprecedented. After a hiker's apparent heat-related death, a 41-year-old woman was pronounced dead in the Tapia Park in Malibu Creek State Park, according to Lieutenant Greg Evans of the Malibu Lost Hills Sheriff's Station, after she suffered a apparent seizure and died. An advisory added that Malibu's search and rescue responded to several heat-related rescues in the hills of Malibu. And the statement urged, please do not hike in this heat wave. Matter of fact, earlier in the weekend, hiking trails in Burbank were shut down because of the extreme heat, including the Stowe Canyon and Wildwood Canyon, recreation areas and trails. People have been cooped up with COVID in this cataclysmic conditions. And then when they finally can't breathe, the air conditioning's not working, they go out to a park somewhere just to get some air, because the smog and the fog and the plumes and the fumes and the smoke of the wildfire, they get out there, the air's not working anyway. They take a deep breath. It's 110 degrees, and now they're suffering, but the parks are closed because now you can't go to everybody's crying. They can't talk to one another. The confusion, and then at Redondo Beach, where millions of fish died about 9 years ago. I remember reporting that on Redondo Beach, California, back in 2011, when 7 million fish died there. That's one of the most beautiful marinas there is, guys. And so anyway, the beaches, the pier, they were just full by noon Sunday with people trying to escape the heat, trying to get in a boat. Oscar Vasquez, the Torrance resident, said that he was preparing to head home. We came early to beat the crowds, but there's so many people here now. It's time to go. It's noon. It's time to go home. He said, I just want to go home. And then there was his 3 boys, all under 10, packing beach lunches. There's so many people out here, he said, it's not safe. Too many crowds, too many kids, too many Frisbees flying by. It's just insanity. The heat is baking. And then the public health officials urged people to gather with members of their own household and to use their own utensils, your own cups, your own food, your own drinks. Don't share with others. Even if they're gapping for water, requirements for social distancing. People can't social distance. They can't. And then you can't go to church. You can't go to the beach. You can't go to the park. Your air conditioning don't work. The taxes are going up. Where is Gavin Newsom? It's a cataclysmic, catastrophic. Wildfires are burning. And then in Manhattan Beach, for example, people who fail to wear a mask can get fined $100, ranging for up to $350. And in Santa Monica, if you don't wear a mask, you'll be fined $500. And at Cabero Beach in San Pedro, all parking lots were full by the afternoon, with droves of beachgoers trying to go to the beach. There was nowhere to park a car. Many people appeared to just give up and leave the beach behind. People seem to be taking social distancing as serious, but nobody can go nowhere. Nobody can cool off the heat wave. And then further south at Long Beach corner there in Belmont Shore, the beach was covered with people lounging and playing beach games, and Long Beach Police Department patrols could be seen scanning the area, and the department will have additional officers working throughout the day. But it's hot, it's sweaty, it's serious. The people could have seizures, heat strokes, all kinds of things. It's all becoming, because I don't understand it, we're living in the end times. Is there something biblical going on? Yes, there is. Will things get better? I hope, but I can't predict. The sun is all of a sudden reawakening. The cosmic waves are hitting. The magnetosphere is going off the charts. The resonance meters are breaking. The mercury is rising. The core of the earth is melting. The earth is shaking. The heavens are quaking. People should understand that and California is baking as the end of days is nearing. I was on a radio station yesterday, the largest talk radio station in London, England, wanted to do an interview with me about the coming apocalypse and doomsday and the Planet X. And, I just said, look, the Bible tells you these catastrophic events coming, guys. Just go read Revelation chapter 8 and read about the two deep impacts. The second one, they say, is like a star. They call it wormwood. It's bringing radiation. A third of the world will die. Many men will get sick and bitter from the radiation, the water supply. And so, I just shared this stuff with these guys. And they were looking for another angle, but I was looking for the truth. And so, look, Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man comes to the Father but by me. I'm just wanting to get people saved. So God bless all of you out there. It's Labor Day. I want you to enjoy it, but I've got more breaking news coming to me now. Something's going on with the earthquakes. I'll be back in a few minutes with more in just a minute. Give your life to Jesus Christ. Listen, the earth is going to melt with a fervent heat. The earth. Read 2 Peter chapter 3. Should I read it? Let's do it. Give me 1 second. I'll read it. 2 Peter chapter 3, the Bible starts talking about how the earth will melt with fervent heat. Even the elements will burn up. I mean, the Lord, look, the apostles, the scriptures are coming to pass. Here's what it says. Listen to this. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 3. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lust, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? Talking about Jesus Christ. For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation. That's not true. And then for this they are willingly ignorant of that by the word of God the heavens were of old, the earth is standing out of the water and in the water. Okay? Whereby the world that then was, being overflowed with water, perished. That's in the days of Noah's flood. But the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto the fire against the day of perdition and ungodly men. But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is one day. For the Lord is not slack concerning his promises. Some men count slackness, but it's long suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish, but all should come to repentance. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Fervent heat. And the earth also. The heavens will melt with fervent heat, and the earth also. And its works here will be burned up. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought you to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hasting to the coming of the day of God, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Even the air will catch on fire. You think it's hot in California right now? Wildfires, massive heat, 121 degrees. That's nothing compared to what's coming on doomsday of the apocalypse. Give your life to Jesus Christ. You don't, I promise you, you don't want to be left behind.